and we've got what should be a great one here. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys coming off a win to push their record to 2-1 here in the first month of the season. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. A beautiful fake. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in this game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Love looking to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Joseph Osai able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him. Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Willis looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Malik Willis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The quick feet by Jackson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling it, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us. Well, you went 3 and out that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 97 yards. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone. It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. Carolina getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd and 20. Willis out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it will still lead to a 4th down. Jake Camardas in on now to punt this away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Love will sneak it. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now Love. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Joseph Osai. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain. And shedding through the tackle. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Now Willis. Short throw to Smith. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. From the gun, here's Willis. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Willis headed left off the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Here's Willis. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6.
To throw, here's Willis. Oh, that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A 52-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Looking to put a drive together. Glove. And this one too low. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Love now. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Results in a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Willis to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's another Panthers
A first down carry for Henry. Down at the 25. The Panthers have 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
That's another Panthers first down.
Inside handoff. Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Panthers first down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez.
Jonnu Smith from 4 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Mix it up the middle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After one, 17-7 to score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing. Love. That's complete. Romadunze. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Panthers' 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 20! And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Slide on for the extra point. And And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Slide is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Looking to put a drive together. Willis looking to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw, here's Willis. Short throw to Smith. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's another Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And the Panther 1st down.
Henry up the middle. Wiggles free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Panthers 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Willis. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tim Patrick from 19 yards away. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL,
They know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A draw play for Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Love looking to throw it. Right side, Thornton with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And goal.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 24 all. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They go play action with Willis. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the delay, it's Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Love from the gun on 3rd down. A pass complete to Odunze. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start out here with the option left. Nice little juke. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Willis. Short throw to Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Panthers.
Willis will look to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Willis headed left off the option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
He was brought down at the 26.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 4. Now Willis. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Willis to throw. Able to find Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Malik Willis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Final play of the half. Love. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Jalen Lane. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Ravens come away with a victory. They win by 6. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's C.J. Stroud. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Packers get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is the dynamic Jaden Daniels. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Vikings are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Powers through it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 45.
They keep it with Henry on first down. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
Into the hands of Patrick left side. From the 29, here's the second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Willis now off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
13 yards. And the Panther first down.
Now Willis to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonnu Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start by running the option to right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Back to throw, Willis. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Panthers first down.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Panthers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Broncos coming out now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they put a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
76 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing. Love. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. It's complete to Brown on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for a situation.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal, that's what we're seeing right now. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Now a handoff to Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays,
oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashad White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And the Broncos, first down.
Love now. A short throw there to Strange. From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Love. He'll get this into the hands of the Doom Zone. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
13 yards on the play.
Love looking to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The drive starts with a run by White. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Willis on the bootleg. Henry's got it out on the left side. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
The shotgun snap to Willis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Carolina.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Willis on the sneak. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run the draw play. This is White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Inside handoff. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Shifts by at the 15. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your running.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Willis will look to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T. Higgins from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mixon with a first down carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Broncos.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still. Short of the 1st down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
An option handoff here to Mixon. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still on his feet. Joe Mixon. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Joe Mixon, 67 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and running back Rachaad White set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive will start with an option going left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. A gain of 12.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run straight ahead here with White. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's the Panthers punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Love. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
back to throw. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, Love. A pass complete to Odunze. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Love. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Broncos.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Broncos first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Love. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
A gain of 3 yards.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now, Bajan. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers.
He's going to try and do this himself. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. And a 21-yard gain.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. Throwing here, Bajan. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes third and about a foot. Mixing up the middle. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
A gain of 6. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Love. Completes this one to Thornton. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Throwing. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.